Hey everybody, Joseph Cord here, Calola's only drummer, with my good pal, Gabe McFrank. We've basically left our channel for dead these past couple of years, and you must be wondering what's happened to the Calola boys. Well, there's two of us here to tell you all you need to know for this winter talk, a nice little update on how we're doing. We don't really do these sort of things, so hopefully this could become cool and we'll actually do this more and more, but I don't know, Gabe's not very talkative, he's so camera shy. Say something, Gabe. Say something funny for the folks at home.
Clowns are funny. Well, that's my piece. Yeah, well, this is our first attempt at an update for Calola, the music group. Of many beloved albums such as
Crudopolis, which was a nice 2019 release. The Jacomatic as well, also 2019. And lately, By the Gods How They Jammed, which doesn't count as an album. It's like a live compilation technically.
When did we release that? 2020?
Yeah, that was 2020 when... Yeah, when everything went a bit pear-shaped. Which is why we've been quite silent, actually. Our beloved guitarist, Peach the Kid, who fell from the stars. Oh. Why did I do this to him? I just ruined his only introduction. This is the first thing we've said about him. Our first public announcement of our good friend guitarist. And
his reputation's been tarnished.
I've done the title wrong.
This is an outrage.
It's alright though, it's alright, because we're still on good terms with him.
You must be punished! Yeah, well, you know, at the end of the day, having had released something in 2020, just put into perspective, we haven't been dead for that long. Like, I thought the last thing we done was in 2019 rather.
No, the drop of the live album, as I recall, was in the mid-December region on the date. I can't remember if it was 14th, 15th or 16th. I'm not pulling numbers out of my hat here. I was there when I released it. I was on that fateful day. I saw the moon turn black and the sky go all upside down.
The air was filled with ash and the smell of smoke. Brimstone and fire filled the lakes.
Those were the days. And now the lakes are dry, the brimstone is fresh. Nothing more grows, and nothing more be said.
Yeah, so I guess that was the last thing we did. I don't even remember what was on that one, to be honest.
It's a mixture of all of our unofficial album releases, I'll say. The home demos of us messing around in a sort of live context without an audience.
Oh,
so it's kind of a compilation of that.
The lost demos, the lost tapes.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, I've grabbed one from each take we did, which is the Dust Ditties, the Jacomatic, Skunk Preserve, and last but not least, everyone's favourite Take a Dip mix.
Take a dip mix.
And it also had Blue Rooftops, which gave us a funny story about how that could have been on Crudopolis, but on the very last second, he changed the tracks around.
Was it the one that sounded a bit like Fading Red?
Yeah, that was the reason.
I don't want Fading Red to have another...
That's fine though, it's aged nicely.
Sister to Fading Red.
Yeah, it aged nicely, so everyone's happy, everyone's a winner. That's good. It was going
to be released in some shape or form. I'm glad it got released in some manner, but it was never going to be on the album.
It's the perfect way to open that album, as I guess it's kind of an informal follow-on from Crudopolis, so you kind of get that Fading Red intro with the harmonic pedal on the ukulele.
That harmonic pedal, we milked that for all it was worth, because it was when I first heard it, I was like, oh my god, that is some beautiful sound. I don't even remember what chords I played, because the chords I was playing didn't sound like they were meant to be like that when the harmonic pedal was like, whatever it did, made it a completely different instrument.
Work it out one day.
Yeah, we'll remember.
Because we've had a few demos of Fading Red. We don't really play our music much in the flesh, but we've given it a few goes. You know, it's on another Dismal Summer Din compilation.
Once they're in the ether, I forget how to play them.
Now that is not a false story. That is actually You think that's a joke? You think this right now is a joke?
I think I'm
when
ribbon.
you're probably thinking, "Oh, that's funny. The guy doesn't know how to play his own songs." Well, let me tell you something, bub. Gabe sure has his own little chord book, specifically to remember what he's done with his life.
Can't remember the 3-chord song. That's how incompetent I am.
I mean, if I was to just throw this question out of the blue at Gabe, can you name at least 2 Calola songs? Off the top of your head, no pressure.
Quasimodo's Quest.
Yeah, and
Love Supreme.
I Love Supreme. Okay, technically, yeah, I'll give you that.
I can play a song now if I've got a ukulele on. Do we have a ukulele in this room?
Yeah, we do actually. That's actually a good shout. We could work that out if you want.
Something.
I didn't bring any percussion-related instruments in.
Oh.
But
I thought Max's one was like alive and working. I tuned it.
Yeah.
I changed it with my own pink fingers. Is that the same one? Yeah.
It should be the same one.
He's got 2.
I can hit this back of a guitar. Oh yeah. Shout out to our pianist Max. We're kind of in his room right now as we speak. Right, live on camera, the first time ever. Gabe tuning a ukulele. Do you still tune it by ear as well?
Tune it by ear because
yeah, you should. Yeah, that'd be quite interesting for someone to hear, if anyone is listening up to this point.
I just remember it goes like.
Oh, yay, yay.
Oh, that's horrible.
And with that being said, you can expect no Calola releases this year. We're not doing any albums. We're ruining our streak of EPs and annual albums. We're having none of that this year. We're going off the radar. We're not even going to be doing anything. We're not even trying anymore. We've run out of stuff to do. We don't have time. I've got 4 mouths to feed. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I've got no time to do none of that. I don't even know how to play drums no more. I had to pawn the kit to pay for me shoe taxes.
You invested your money in war bonds and NFTs.
I tell you, my war bonds are going to skyrocket.
Do you want to start the beat or should
Yeah,
I
that sounds like a jam. Do you want to do a particular Colour song?
No,
you don't remember any of them. Alright everybody, we're going to do a quick jam just for you, for making it this far in, even though you're like only 8 minutes in and we've got a long way to go. I've got a lot of life issues and depressive problems to talk about. This is like, my therapist thought it would be a good idea if I voice my issues over a phone whilst we're podcasting about our band. So stick around for that at the end, probably.
His therapist is me in a moustache and a hat.
Alright, let's just do a beat on the back of a guitar. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, and a 1. No.
Soft. God, that got so painful towards the end.
Yeah, you can't see this, but Gabe's fingers have been mutilated, lacerated in half from playing a ukulele for less than a couple of minutes. I'd say barely 2 minutes at most. But to be fair, we've actually not done an actual Calola jam, let alone even a Calola meetup for since Crudopolis was released, really.
Not a single jam, preserve, or collection of
we've
fruit.
actually not done any music stuff. That's how bad we are. That's how disorganised we are with my war bonds. We've not done anything with our lives since then. But good stuff will be coming out in the new year. Actually, no. I doubt that. Give it a couple of years, folks. Maybe by 2030 we'll have got something sorted. We'll have done something by then. Something controversial, if not.
Yeah, the controversial comeback album that gets us a load of awards, but all the hardcore original fans are like, oh, this is tripe. The original soul of the group's been lost. And all the critics are like, well, you know, we've got to bring in the new fans. You know, I think this is the first time I've ever heard a good song from this group. You know, all the purists and the critics have a brawl out in the forums, and there's nothing left but dust. Unrelated to our Crudopolis track, Dust, which was near the end, right? Was that the last song?
Yes, near the end,
Was that the last song? Was that song for 50?
It's technically track 15 is the last one, but if you don't count that, then it's it's Scotch Egg Station.
Oh yeah, Scotch Egg Station.
Not Stock Egg Station. Stock Egg Station is a very bad place. I'm not sure if you guys have been there at all, but you can visualise that it's just an empty railway station with pretty much nothing going at all.
Hobos having a wee.
It's just that, all it is.
Tracks.
Trees have been toppled as well. It's very uninviting. But Scotch Egg Station, now that is a dream.
Thing worth visiting in Crudopolis, the city.
Yeah, it's actually funny. Speaking of that, we've been in lockdown in Crudopolis, in a little apartment above the bakeries, where each day all we've heard for the past 2 years would be the
scurrying of rats.
And the angry shoutings between Fat Pasty Bakery and Johnny's Fruit Pies.
The rivalry that never ends.
That's all we've had for so long.
Yeah, they're going to have to get the pasties delivered because no one can visit there.
No, that was a quality slice.
There was already a disease rummaging the halls of one of the which was the bad one again? Which is the bad one? I forget.
I mean, technically, ethically, they're both bad for backstabbing each other and bringing them down. But specifically, Johnny's Fruit Pies is littered with rodents.
Oh, Johnny's Fruit Pies, yeah. There was already a disease in there, but now with COVID on the ramp, I mean, it's pretty much you step one foot in there. And you're signing your.
It's been annoying. Like we were wanting to do a little break actually after Crudopolis to go to the national park of Crudopolis, which is outside the desert, towards the suburbs, where the trees are big, sprawling and green, and everyone's happy, with a potential elusive hairy beast lurking in those woods. But that's just rumours we've heard from the townsfolk, the city dwellers, the urban scum, the rat race, the city slickers. That's all we know, but we'll see what happens with that if we ever get out of here. We don't know about that, but that'll be funny.
Is it worth us discussing potential future plans for any future music plans?
I doubt anyone's listening 30 minutes in by now, so we might as well share all the secrets.
Well, you could share us a secret.
I mean, you could spill the beans. I guess something will be spilled. Well, okay, I guess the first secret could be your alcoholism.
My alcoholism's only increased. No, I mean...
I'm on an absolute mental bender, I am.
There's a lot of poisons and spirits you can find yourself enjoying during lockdown. Video games, overworking.
Binge watching Netflix. That's what the nations have done.
But alcohol, the greatest poison the devil ever offered. You'll have none of that. Although, you know...
You heard it here first, guys.
I did puke for the first time not that long ago. I got drunk on beer, which is the worst way to get drunk, and I did throw up, and it was yellow with spinach filling in it, and that put me off drinking.
I'm strung to the spinach, I spew me spinach.
Yeah, it was a real Popeyes ordeal. It was a real Popeyes ordeal.
Yeah,
that put me off drinking for a long time, which is already something I hadn't done in a while. I hadn't drank, I hadn't had a drop of the devil's liquid for a while. And then that happened. It really sends you into a state of no return. But hey, you know, lockdown, do these things. To be fair though, things are getting better. Things are getting better. We're not as... We probably should be going into lockdown again at some point before Christmas. But we ain't
you should see the oaks here at Crudopolis just running rampant in the streets. I'm just thankful we chose a nice time to record this where you can't hear them galloping up and down. But who knows? Who knows, I say. Because, like, I can't... Oh, man, if I have to delay the Hairy Beast another year, Jake's got to throttle me for making him record all those nice songs for it, which have just been stashed away in the reserves for now. But
so I suppose you've mentioned the Hairy Beast, the album, not the concept, the potential album.
To Jake, I have definitely.
But
to our loyal followers of probably, at least I can guarantee Nazir will at least be watching this, because he likes listening to my voice regardless of what we're talking about. At least, this is news to all of you. That there is the next grand Calola album.
Potentially, if we have the time.
If we get the time for it.
There's a lot of finished content for it, but it's about finding the time to take that finished content and really...
It's going to make Crudopolis look like a cosmos of small disasters.
I'd say more like Twilight Manor.
Don't you...
Don't mention that name.
That's just... You promised me you would bring that up if we did this recording. That's just mean. That's just unsavoury.
No, just jesting. Nothing could be as terribly disappointing as that one.
No, it's fine. It's good. I like it.
It's a learning.
It was a good one. It was a nice follow-up.
It's a step.
It's like two scary albums. You get Cosmos, and now Twilight Manor is another scary album. It shan't be used to derail our other albums. But looking back, were anything we ever did any good? Like, really? That is my epistemic thought of the day.
Is that a word?
Yeah, epistemic. It's a branch of etymology, which is just learning about what's around you through interaction, through observation, through deductions. So in this case, it would be our albums hearing about us, watching us, listening to us, and how bad we are. But we're not that bad.
No.
See, Gabe agrees that we're not that bad.
We're not that good. Yeah, well, anyway, Hairy Beast, potential new album, potentially.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of finished content, courtesy of a wonderful guitarist and great talent, Jake.
We're going to see what happens with it, because it's still kind of in its early days. We haven't had the time to really develop it into something quite yet. So this could all, again, change into something even better than we thought, but we'll see. We'll not really make plans about the Hairy Beast, because that's a bit hairy scary.
Hairy scary. Yeah, it's a lot of content Jake has produced alongside Joe that I am planning on.
Yeah, I'm sort of the relations officer of the group. I make sure everybody's happy, and I catch up with all the lads and make sure the guitarist is content, our singer isn't angry.
I'm hungry. I don't know how much singing I'm going to even be able to do, if I want to do that much singing, or if I...
Oh, let's do auto-tune. Kids will lap that up like your alcoholism.
Get a what are they called? Vocaloid. One of those like Japanese
Oh, I've not heard of that.
Automated. It's like an anime girl, and she like sings and...
You and your ammonite. It's ammonite.
It's like you and
I wanted a man, not this soft middle boy. You and your ammonite, your cartoons.
Your gosh darn computer games. Yeah.
You're meant to be a ranch boy like me.
You put words in and the anime girl sings it automatically, like text to speech.
We could do okay, we have any update. We could potentially have an EP dropping by the end of Christmas, guys, with an anime girl talking about whatever we input text-wise.
Yeah. It's the future of entertainment. VTubers, anime girls, Vocaloids.
Yeah, that's all the rave. ASMR. When you think of how music has left such a historical, cultural legacy, this is what it's come to. This is it. This is it.
Yeah. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, the future's never been brighter for our little band, and yes, we'd like to take the...
You were saying how we were doomed earlier and we weren't going to produce anything.
Oh, you're such a pessimist, Gabe. No wonder your stage name is Gabe Pessimist Frank of the Optimist lack of coherence.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Like, we're only doomed for this year and maybe next year. After that, I think we'll have sorted everything out to drop at least a single.
Or at least
maybe
a precious mug or a cup of...
Yeah,
something.
it could be a mug.
Drop something on the floor. Yeah, Max's room's a real nice little place to be, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, guys, we have some really, really, really funny news. We've officially launched the Wacky Wanderings release. Literally, not even an hour ago. It's probably kind of like half an hour ago at least. But I'm definitely going to throw a link to the Instagram page in the description box here.
Yeah, we've finally taken...
we've actually got some posts on it as well.
Yeah, we've taken Joe's wonderful little creatures.
Yeah.
And we're putting them head first into the digital world for people to enjoy. Clothes line potentially coming if we want to get...
Yeah, we want to branch out with that. We want to do
Build
blog
up to-
posts and maybe get some books going on the side to make it a real living world. Much like our soundscapes and our music and our album and our discography being its own little separate world of storytelling. We've got to do it with cartoons and funny creatures we've been making since our childhood. See, that's the thing. We never even meant to do music.
Mm-hmm.
This was like what we wanted to do, was actually illustrate and make cartoons and draw ugly... Well, I could name the creatures now and it'd be irrelevant to what you guys hear, but for us it would mean funny jokes.
The
But,
process
you know, it's
is going to be...
kind of turning around for us at least. Not on the music front, but on the illustration, funny dad joke front.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
process
gold
will be
mine.
Joe designs and creates hilarious jokes. I'll usually go
Yeah,
through
Gabe
the best.
digitalizes what he thinks is...
Yeah, I'll go
snazzy
through
enough.
them and
Yeah.
I'll be like, this one, I'll be sort of a half editor, half sort of an artist, I guess. I'll go through them and I'll be like, alright, well this one, yes, this one maybe. This one can be for a purpose, like a holiday or like a specific event, and then or a calendar date, and then we basically take sort of the finer ideas.
I want to share it with the world.
I photograph them and I adapt them into the digital sketches, and then I give them back to Joe, and Joe will manage the social media.
And if you don't believe that my jokes are decent or funny and you're not motivated to click the link in the description box about visiting the Instagram page, at least check out Gabe's artwork because, oh, it's so, so, so joyful. It's going to be great. And we've got 3 posts up there at the moment. We've released the first 3 posts as we speak. So
Yeah.
do be sure to check out Wacky Wanderings, guys, for some funny jokes and just some decent sketches. And we'll see what brings
in the moolah.
and in the future for opportunities that'll make. We'll see what else we're going to do with our funny creatures. It's like a fantastical sort of blend of Star Wars, the Muppets, all into one big weird world we've made with our own fantastical creatures and so forth. Just to give you some bit of a inspiration to be bothered to check that out. If you like those, then you'll definitely like rubbing your belly button to these pictures.
Yeah.
Right, that's like the big announcement done. We've released Wacky Wanderings. Calola's kind of on its last leg, and Gabe watches anime.
That is the main takeaway.
That's kind of all what we've got to say, really.
I've watched a total of... I've probably watched more anime than I think I have, because I live with someone who watches like a lot more anime than I do. And
Yeah, Gabe. We all know the story that you're just using that as an excuse. You don't have, there's no shame here. We don't judge people
I
here.
really don't.
We
I
don't
promise.
judge anyone here. You can say what you want.
I really don't. Yeah, I guess it's sort of one of those things where like, I think in my head I haven't watched many movies, I haven't watched much anime, I haven't
Gabe
watched
doesn't
much
watch TV. How about that, guys?
And then I
Gabe doesn't watch any television. You
realising
can
that
name an
watch-
advert and he won't know what it means.
What does that mean? What does that actually mean on its own?
Like if I was to quote an advert of today's
No,
caliber,
I don't like to sit and have adverts be projected at me. I don't have the attention.
See, if I would say something like Oral-B, I didn't even know they made a toothbrush. Gabe wouldn't know what that means, but to me it's funny.
I know what it means. I know what Oral-B is. I know what toothbrushes are.
I'll show you the advert. It's a really silly. Oh god, it's a weird advert. It's this girl who's got her life sorted beyond brushing her teeth, and it's really weird how she's like said Oral-B. I didn't even know they made toothpaste.
I thought it was they do make toothpaste.
Yeah, she doesn't know it though. When she gets given it by her dentist.
All right.
Leaving my mouth feeling healthier and happier. Anyway, that's enough of the advertisements. One day we'll actually get actual sponsors and advertisements in here.
Sponsored by
Scott's Home Early.
M&M's. M&M's would never sponsor.
Now the biting makes sense.
Scott's Home
Barb! Alright.
Well, how long have we been doing?
Yeah, this is like, we're on the nearly 26 mark. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say.
Average length of a Simpsons episode.
Yeah, I don't really have any important colours. Oh, my drumming's really good now, actually. Except you won't hear any of... Yeah, I'm really good at drumming now.
Yeah, I've already done all our albums.
Yeah, but I mean, that was really good, what I've done with the old drumming. But now I can do really cool stuff, like really cool drum fills and more improv work on stage since we've last done stuff. But, you know, that's a bit irrelevant, seeing that we've replaced most of my drumming with a beat machine for the Hairy Beast. Yeah, I barely do any actual...
A lot of the new samples that Jake's been working on have been using digital beats.
Yeah, that's actually going to radically reshape how Calola works. We've got an electronic take on it to get Calola a bit more contemporary than vintage on how we do music with an actual drum kit. We're doing drum beats now, so it's going to be cool snare samples, rolling hi-hats.
Yeah, Joe will be left to sweep the floors and serve the tea.
Yeah, I actually don't have a role. And even if we went live, you'll say, well, surely Joe can just bring his drum kit. No, Jake's going to just get his drum samples and make a loop and play with them on stage whilst I just sit down and take I don't know, maybe read a book. I don't know what to do. But, you know, I doubt that's going to happen.
Famous last words, mate. Yeah, these are crazy. Little beetles.
Oh, I see you. Yeah.
I'm saying that out of context.
Let me visualise this.
I'm looking at a beetle encased in like a clear plastic case.
Yeah. I think it's a real beetle. I'm not sure though. I can't say anything else.
Do you reckon these died out of natural causes, or is it just like they just kill a bunch of animals and put them in?
I would like to think it's ethically sourced by... They don't kill them themselves, but...
They don't say that it's ethically
Yeah,
sourced.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of not in... I'm not going to say anything. I don't want this to turn into something a bit...
Miserable.
Yeah, it's a bit scary, actually. Well, now we've reached the final section where we talk about our socks. I better lean up for this one. I've got some lovely blue socks with lots of rubber duckies on the front.
Yellow rubber ducks.
It's
covering compared to
perfect.
The toe, because the toes are covered in like a cap, like a blue.
Yeah, so that's my section finished for my contribution.
Well, my socks are kind of just like stylish.
Gabe's got some. Oh, yeah.
Winter looking.
I do think they're a bit festive, but you can wear them anyway. Yeah, you can wear them It's not like it's specific for winter. It's just they look quite cozy and snuggly.
If you saw them in winter, you'd think there's a festive socks. But if you saw them in summer, you'd be like, that's just like a nice sort of like
patterned,
fun pattern.
Very nicely, you know. It's got a nice range of colours. Which reminds us, this is a nice little winter talk because that's the sound we're all listening out for.
Did we mark it at the start as a winter discussion?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at winter. So be sure to be fearful of the ghastly gobblish Grinch who'll make his festive appearance.
A Grinch-like character, not affiliated with the Doctor Who's.
Yeah,
Universal-owned. Is it Universal? Yeah, it is. The ones that make the terrible movies.
Yeah, the gobblish. No, is it?
Grinch.
Yeah, the Grinch. Basically, this creature is this big blue toad-like.
Do you still have the
hungry creature? I don't know if we have it anymore. It's got two giant blue hands and it eats everything festive.
Mm-hmm.
And
It wasn't made for
devours.
that purpose. It was made for, what was it made for? Like a
Oh, it's
monster
like,
competition?
yeah, it was like a school monster competition.
It's like a big paper mache Jabba the Hutt looking thing, and it's like blue. And
Yeah.
Joe made it, and we used to make these like weird little films when we were kids, and we used to call it the Grobelish Snurch.
And you've got to be careful because he eats everything festive.
Everything festive.
So lock your doors this Christmas if you want.
If you want to.
But if you're not decorating and you're not, if you're having a bit of a secularist holiday, you should be fine. If you don't believe in Christianity, I don't think you'll have any means to come over and devour anything. But just be on the lookout, please. Stay safe this winter.
For the love of God.
For the love of God, in the name of all that is sacred, the Goblet Ridge is about.
Slowly scraping on the floor with its paper mache body.
Oh God.
Yeah, didn't you actually make a Jabba the Hutt paper mache?
I did make a Jabba the Hutt paper mache for school. We used to have it because I found the head of him recently.
The head?
Yeah.
What about the rest of it?
I don't actually know what happened to the rest of it. So like, it was made on top of a yogurt pot which rotated side to side with his horrible face, and I think he either got decapitated or broke off just over time. So I've got the head of Jabba the Hutt in my room somewhere, and I don't know where his body would have gone.
As you do.
What would you have made for the show?
What was it?
Jack did something from the Flanimals. Soren had a
I made a
witch,
blob.
was it? You did
I made a blob.
Gabe did a blog, which
Which is one of our creatures.
stay tuned for Wacky Wanderings when you see what a blob is.
The
And
blob
then
is
this will
nothing.
make
The blob
beautiful
is,
sense.
is exactly what it sounds like it is. It's just a green blob.
It's iconic though. Its design is iconic.
Yeah, it's like green blob with like eyes on.
Yeah, big
Fun
cartoony
at parties,
roundish
fun on
eyes.
t-shirts, fun
Yeah.
as a plushie.
Yeah.
You'll want a blob. You want to.
Goddamn yeah.
You'll want to show your grandmother a blob. You'll want to
Yeah.
throw a blob at a old lady on the street.
Exactly.
You know,
This is what we're going to be showing the world soon.
you want to throw a blob at a police officer. You know, and he won't be angry and throw you into arrest. He'll be appreciative that you threw something so cute and marketable. He'll be like, wow.
Oh, little Jimmy, what's this cute marketable thing you're throwing at me? Oh, you know I should be doing
Top of
the
the morning too.
I should be doing the rounds, looking out who's doing some criminal stuff in the street. But no, this is a beautiful little creature. Did you make him yourself? No, you didn't. You said you Gabe Frank did him. He's on Instagram, is he? And what's his Instagram? Just so we can tell the folks at home. Go on, Jimmy. What's your Instagram? How shall the kids reach you from hearing this podcast?
I don't remember, and I don't understand what's happening. I want to go home. Please don't.
Little
arrest
Jimmy,
me.
don't make me beat you with my
I didn't
truncheon.
do it. It was
I'm getting the
me.
water cannon.
You
I'm
were
telling the
my
boys at the
friend.
station.
You killed that
You've done it,
boy.
little Jimmy. I'm putting you under arrest.
Well, and that's what happens if you throw a blob at a policeman. But still, you know, at the end of the day, all our characters are going to be marketable. They're going to be cute. They're going to be perfect for everyone of all ages.
Now watch me not link Gabe's Instagram under
Oh, you actually
this
want to link
video.
Instagram?
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to link
That's
it.
fine, you don't have to.
Ha! No, I'm just joking.
I don't need fame and fortune.
Gabe does post very cool art pictures though, and he
Well,
even
that's what I
does.
say.
He does some self-portrait. No, not self-portraits. You don't really do self-portraits. You do
No.
sketches of Joe.
Sketches of Joe, paintings of Joe, prints of Joe.
It's just
Um,
beautiful stuff, really.
By Joe and
Very
Joe
beautiful.
Biden.
Oh. Well, I think when I commissioned you, you probably could have been a bit more specific about which Joe in question. When I said if you can maybe do something quick for me the other
Well,
day.
it's weird that you said
for-
draw Joe instead of draw me. Well, that's kind of what caused the problem. But Joe Biden it was, and Joe Biden it will be. Yeah, I don't appreciate that old fogey.
I don't have any political quotes or funny jokes to contribute, actually.
It's just sort of like I don't.
Smells good.
If you're gonna elect someone to get rid of Trump, at least get someone that's gonna actually make a difference.
Like
Trump's-
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman,
Or Bill Nye the Science
Obama
Guy.
the Snowman, or Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah.
Change. Did you say that we had 40 minutes to record?
Kind of. I'm not too sure if we've got some space cleared, so we could maybe say something really important with
Bring
these
it to a
last
close.
minutes.
Yeah.
Like if you've got something really important to say, now is the time to mention it.
Did we have anything else to say?
I kind of thought we'd just do a curveball and talk about stupid, goofy things by now.
That's
So
what happened.
I'm kind of glad we've got most of the things we wanted to say. Really.
Yeah, I don't see what else we could possibly say.
Well, you know, this is probably like the first time our listeners will actually be hearing us not through our music.
The first and last Calola podcast.
Signing out, guys. We wish you a happy holiday.
And remember,
Oh, my
remember to
shoes.
check out our sponsor.
I'm just making noises. Say something quick.
To see how long you can keep
Like for more videos, guys.
Subscribe for more videos. You know anything about the algorithm?
Yeah, help us out, man. Be cool,
subscribe.
dog.
We don't actually know what subscribing to a YouTube channel will actually do because we don't care about the YouTube channel much. Well, we do. We post stuff on there. We
post our
Bandcamp.
music for free. No one else does that these days.
There's stuff on the Bandcamp, but everything is on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, if you don't want to spend money on Calola, we respect that. We've made a lot of free releases on our Bandcamp page for you to check it out.
Don't buy our Bandcamp music. Don't. I mean, do. Sorry, do.
I would be very upset if I wake up tomorrow morning and find we have more than one Spotify listeners and maybe one purchase on Bandcamp.
Yeah, if you really want to
that would ruin the holidays for me greatly. I don't even think I would even want to see a New Year's if that was the case.
Yeah, that's how you prank. If you wanted to prank us this holiday season, please
share our music with your family. You know, I'm sure you're inviting your awkward relatives over, your grandparents, and you're not going to have anything to talk to them over the Christmas pudding. You might as well just play some tunes. But what tunes should you listen to, Gabe? I recommend our latest dish of By the Gods How They Jammed, Crudopolis, Stock Footage Festival, Twilight Manor, and the Cosmos album.
Christmas pudding is disgusting.
I actually don't eat much Christmas puddings.
It's horrible.
Is that the one where you can set it on fire a little bit?
You pour like alcohol over it.
Yeah, the alcohol
I
really
associate
is.
it with like the upper class.
I don't mind Stollen. I'm kind of alright.
Stollen as well.
Yeah, Gabe hates Stollen, but I'm on good terms because I like almonds.
The real grublish schnurrinch was me. That's the ending. We've had like 5 ending revelations at this point. We need to bring this.
But I like talking about my Christmas pudding. You can't deny me of that. Everyone wants to know what's my favourite Christmas pudding. And the results are in. Oh, here it is.
What? The results.
I have it here.
The results.
It's vanilla ice cream.
Oh, you have that every month of the year.
Yeah, that's all I
no
eat.
Christmas.
Vanilla ice cream is ultimate because you can judge so many different flavours of vanilla ice cream.
I don't like that I'm
just
getting an ad for Christmas pudding after talking about Christmas pudding.
£1.49 at Lidl. No, it's £8.99. I see why
£8?
Gabe hates it. I see why he hates it.
Oh, no, it is £1. Oh, £8.99.
Those Christmas puddings are up to something.
Those chickens are up to something.
The chickens are revolting. I know. No chicken escapes the Cleanies farm. You've Gabe on his holiday.
Oh.
Right. Signing off with We Need More Thrust.
What a thrust.
Oh, and if you guys are a bit lackluster on things to do and content, because you've probably already checked out Wacky Wandering by this
You
point.
haven't, you're a bad person.
Yeah, and you might not have seen the rest of our channel for our music and Bandcamp. If those aren't enough to entice you, perhaps you can check Gabe's fantastic Lars Lockhart comic, which won't be linked below. You know that thing? The thing with the guy,
Taking the piss,
with the man and the couple of women and the
Yeah.
guy in a bag.
I
They won't be linked below,
I
but
like
check them
comics.
out. Check them out,
If you like
because
comics, you'll enjoy them. You probably will.
yeah,
They're okay.
old Joe writes a script for them every now and then, but you know,
Yeah,
Gabe's a
that's
very mean editor who doesn't like most of the stuff I write, so you probably won't see much from me. But
Yeah.
they're there. I'm not linking them below because I'm a cool kid. I don't spam y'all with links, but.
Check my comics out this Christmas time, it's true. Check my comics out this Christmas. It's pretty okay.
We could like close with one quick little jam if you want.
Well, Christmas jam.
Yeah, sure.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. bum. Oh bum. Oh bum. Bum bum bum.
Oh, one day we'll get back into music. One day we'll get back into music. But until that day is done.
Till that day is done. Till that day comes.
Till that day comes, till the day is done, I'll be festering here alone in my madness.
Festering, more like festive.
Oh, wowzers! I already hear the ghastly gobbler snorridge on his way.
Crawling across the ground.
Oh yeah, I've also summoned a demon in my bedroom. I swear I've done something evil. I was making.
Save that for the Halloween cast.
I don't think I'll probably be around by then if I don't get this like extolled or exercised by a priest. I don't think I'm going to be around for that long.
Oh,
I reckon if I just leave it alone, I don't think it'll be that. I don't think that'll happen. I think I'll be dragged into another this portal of nothingness, into a boundless waste of pain and torture. I think that's where I'll be, or
Brimstone.
I'll be possessed by someone friendly host. You know, I don't think I'll be up for that. No, if I don't do anything.
Into a realm of brimstone.
I was making some demonology, some sort of theodicy stuff for Gabe with again one of our wacky projects, and I might have inadvertently created my own evil, nefarious spirit thing in my bedroom. I might have summoned something indirectly, unknowingly. So I've had a bit of a few restless nights recently. So I don't know. That's the thing. I woke up and it was like a weird sleep paralysis thing, which never happened to me before. I never do that, and I just saw feathers everywhere. On the window, on the walls, it was like a feathery texture, and if that's not off-putting. Gabe also had evil visions here of a bird.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I visited this very same house, this very same room, and I was having a fever dream because I was really sick at the time. It was like around this time of year.
And our house is pretty old and scary.
Old and cold.
That's how it is in Wales, and this is based off the Twilight Manor. Is basically
the
Twilight
Manor
home.
album is based on.
When we talk about spirits meeting in a gateway around this manor, this is basically okay. Let's leave it on a nice note, because
this is turned south.
I don't really want to go over this too much. I'm shaking in my boots. Spare me the sermon, vicar. And Gabe, you've got some nice earrings as well. The gummy bear. I've not seen that at all.
Yeah,
Dude,
I have one at
nice.
the back at the house that's like fallen out in my sleep.
Yeah.
It's a bit back here, but
Man, that's really cool. That's really cool, man. I like that.
I'll have to get jelly babies next time.
Oh well, I've given you a big box of jelly babies, and that's another thing. The belly JBs are all Gabe has when he comes to the chords for a quick Calola session.
The only sustenance I crave. Jelly babies.
Oh.
Bassett's fast.
Oh. Right, well then everybody, I think this will be the end. And we'll never do that again. I think I'll close this now. I'll finish the recording. We'll be on our way. We'll split ways. We'll not do any more music. I think we'll get a real alternative thing going on about taking life a bit more seriously. Not doing any music. Keep it quiet. We'll just grow middle age and just see how things get by that point when we hit retirement, you know. And
retirement.
That'll be that really. We'll be two elderly blokes saying, "Oh, you remember we used to make music or something?" I don't know.
And I'll go, "What the hell are you talking about? I'm not Gabe. I'm Albert." Oh, that guy over there is Gabe, because we're all sitting in a miserable retirement home, and we're all sitting like staring at ducks through a large glass pane window.
A duck just bit my finger off. Where's the nurse?
Oh, not this again, Joseph. You can't fool us again.
No.
Finger regrowing pills.
No. Man, that's grim.
And we're all northern for some reason.
It'll be a northern care home. It'll be Gabe's Cumberland retreat.
Yeah.
See the Lake District and the elderly collection.
Elderly collection.
That's a nice collection you've got in there.
What do they eat?
No, we're not giving up on music, everyone. We're just basically keeping things a bit quiet on account of real life starting to be a bit problematic.
Most groups wouldn't have, albums released every
years
anyway.
We've given you a shot of so many nice little albums for now. With our own little wacky genre, which we've kind of innovated ourselves. So. I reckon that's fine. And with that being said, we will wish everyone
Merry Christmas.
Santa Claus, what are you doing here?
He's here! I thought he wouldn't respond when I sent him the email.
I got your email.
Oh, Santa, you made this the best Christmas ever. Have you got a present for us?
Santa Claus knows exactly what gift you want when he looks at you into your eyes. The gift you want is plain to see. Shrek the Third on DVD.
Oh, this is so good! Gee, thanks, Santa. What have you got for Gabe?
What do I get?
Yeah.
The gift you want is not to be found. You will be attacked by an evil clown.
Wow,
That
Gabe.
was pretty
It's going to be
horrible.
a interesting new year for
I
you.
don't like that very much. Well, anyway, I suppose we should probably get the podcast off. before
Yeah,
we get
this has
to
been
talk
our
about
winter sign out. So.
how we want to witness that.
Wow, thanks, Santa. Have you got anything else to say, Santa, before you leave out the window? Don't worry, take it easy, old man. We'll see you around St. Nicholas. So we hope the Yuletide Skunk brings you all very many festivities and merriment.